Somewhere I saw it said, don't give dogs alcohol.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't give dogs alcohol.
My name's Justin Love, L-O-V-E. Come here, you little mother. I'm an artist, paint, and I play music. Design clothes. I design his clothes. I write songs. I'm from New York City. When I get into something, I really get into it. That's why there's a lot of paintings, different styles, and they're from different countries, so you see different colors and stories. I just felt them a lot. And then I liked Picasso too, and I thought it was fascinating. And then when I first started, I loved Dali. And then I thought, oh, I'm going to get some paint and paint like Dali. And that didn't work out, so I didn't try it again for 10 years. And I tried to be like Picasso painting or Van Gogh, and that didn't work out. So I didn't try for another 10 years. Then one day I just thought, I'll just get some paint like myself and see what comes out. And I liked it. It wasn't that educated, but it had a good feeling. I tried to get a nice contrast with the colors, and I thought I had kind of a gift for making paintings because I'd written so many pop songs, and the pop songs had a catchy chorus and a hook in it. So then I felt like, I'm going to do that with my painting, put like a catchy chorus and a hook in it. I just thought I'll paint like I paint. So I thought I'm going to make my paintings like catchy, like a song with a catchy chorus. And even though I didn't have any skill yet with my painting, I knew how to make the dynamics, like you know, with the guitars and the chorus and the keyboards coming in and the harmonies. So I could put like certain colors next to other colors, and they would have like a strong contrast that people would notice it and like it because it had a kind of pop kind of approach to it. It had a kind of a, you see that? It has a kind of a pop approach.
Yes.
Anyone, my paintings, it'll have like a more relaxed part, and then it has a stronger part, so you notice the contrast. So that kind of hooks you into it because it's like, just feels good, you know, it's like a chorus. You got the verse working around, and all of a sudden the chorus comes in and all the bells and whistles are happening. So I was able to sell my paintings pretty much right away. And I didn't intend to. I had my rock and roll band playing in the downtown New York City clubs like Max's, Kansas City, and those kind of clubs. My band was called Just in Trouble. And then I also had a vintage clothes business to get money because we didn't make enough money with the band. So I would go on a 76 and Columbus Avenue and buy vintage clothes around the country and then sell them there. And I'd have some money coming from those clothes. I just had extra money, so I bought some paints, art books at the flea market there, and I thought I'll go to the museum and see what people do when I started painting. And one day I took my paintings, put them on the street corner in Soho, about 4 in the afternoon in a wintry day. And 20 minutes later, a guy came over and bought all my paintings. Gave me $3,000 cash, which was a lot of money for me. So I walked by that Matt Umanoff's guitar store on Bleecker Street or whatever. I said, oh, I can buy that Gretsch guitar now. But I didn't buy it. But I was like, wow, I can make money with my paintings. And he had a recording studio, and he wanted some art to decorate it. And since my stuff's got a musical quality to it, I guess he walked down the street and he said, wow, these are lively and have like colorful and a musical quality. I'll decorate my studio. So I bought, he bought all my paintings, and I thought, well, I'll do that some more. Bring my paintings and sell them in the street. So I did it a lot for a few years. Then some galleries saw my paintings and bought my paintings. I sold my paintings in their galleries. And now I need to have a gallery in New York selling my paintings. I'm saying that on YouTube because I have so many paintings here now, and right now I'm not in enough galleries selling my paintings. I like to have galleries in Europe and Asia and New York and Florida, California, wherever, because I have so many great paintings. And it's kind of a shame that they're just sitting here and people are not enjoying them. I didn't go to the city since before COVID. If I was in the city all the time with my paintings, I'd have a lot of galleries. But I live far from the city now. I don't feel like putting them in the street again. And so I hope this interview will bring me some galleries to sell my paintings when people see them. I sold about 3,500 paintings. A lot of people have my paintings and they like them. One guy bought 107 paintings. He liked them, and I have lots of different styles. So he has a few houses and a hotel, and he realized they're a good investment and will make his place look exciting. When I was in Thailand, I decorated a place called Dream Hotel. And I did that for about 5 years, decorated the whole hotel with my paintings. And people liked it. So I like making paintings that people enjoy living with. I'm not like those artists that just is conceptual and have a whole propaganda that they think people care about, like with some big words that you don't know what they mean. And I'm concerned with the problem between this and that. And I hate that shit. I just like to make something that looks great and fun, like art is supposed to, just like music's supposed to. You put on the great pop song and you're just dancing, And my stuff's like that. You look at it and you just feel good and you're dancing. It makes your house look more lively. I'm not into any problems, and I'm not into any stupid complications. I hate that stuff. And I get galleries sending me these pictures all the time, and they always have some statement from the artist of why that's interesting. And I'm just like, gag me with the spoon. It just makes me sick. And I don't want to be complaining, but I think it's the dumbing down of culture, that they take all this crap, that you're not going to want to look at it in your house. The only reason they're selling it is because the gallery's saying it's important. And that's like the opposite of me. It's like I like to wear colorful clothes. I like songs that have melodies, not too much noise. I like them to rock and all, but I don't want like, rah, 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 rah. I hate that shit. I'm like kind of old-fashioned in that way, but in the end, I think people, gonna go with it because they'll get sick of that shit. Rah, 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 and they're just gonna enjoy like a nice melody, Well, I lived in Woodstock since 1991. I used to spend a lot of time in the city, but I haven't been there for a few years since COVID. Okay, I like to make the world better. I like to make the world more friendly, more fun, and more loving to people. That's why I took that name Love, because my name is Justin. I had a rock band in the punky times called Justin Trouble, and I thought, that's not going to work. I don't want to always be people saying, are you looking for trouble and crap? So I thought, what's a good thing to offer? I said some love. So I changed it to Justin Love. And I thought, well, that's something good to focus on, giving out some love. So I try to do that with my paintings. If I'm in a really crappy mood, I paint and paint, but then eventually it turns into something beautiful because I'm coming from that place. I want to make something that people feel good about. And you only have a certain amount of time at this planet, and I want to give all I can to make people enjoy that time. And for me, all the politicians and shit, you never hear them say, we're all one family. Let's treat each other as like one family and love each other and make our short time that we have on this earth fun and supportive to each other. You never hear them say that, no matter which party. I never hear them say that. They'll talk about economics and, but they never talk about, let's just treat each other like one human family on the earth, and let's encourage each other to be the best we can be and help each other to be the best we can be. And if your brother falls down in the hole, you pick him up. And if your other relative needs some help, you help them. And you encourage them. And you're not stupid either. If they're like doing stupid shit, you tell them. If they're making moronic paintings and think that that's the state of the art, you tell them. Some magazines saying that some art that they were selling for $450,000 a few years ago, now it brought $15,000 at auction. And this other girl that her paintings were costing $75,000, now at auction nobody was bidding on them. So it's because people realize that I just will say anything's okay. Anything's not okay. If anything's okay, the world's going to stay the same way it is now. Like, I don't believe in wars or killing or people shooting each other or people in poverty or all this kind of nonsense, because it's a waste of our life energy. We're only here for a certain amount of time. Let's make it like as ecstatic as we can, and let's have that like kind of the goal. Or I want to go on TV with that guy from Korea, that nutcase, and say, let's have a talk on TV. And I'm going to say to him on TV, why don't we want to treat each other like brothers and sisters? We're only here for not many years, you know? If we're going to raise the evolution instead of look at the way the world is now with all this hatred and divisiveness and killing. And I'm not supposed to be preaching about this crap. I'm an artist. I'm just making something beautiful. And that's what we want everyone to think about, making something beautiful, making life beautiful for each other. You know?
But as an artist, you have a voice.
Well, that's my voice, that I would say, let's make life beautiful for each other, and let's be kind and generous. And if someone's in the hole, we're going to lift them up.
I appreciate your philosophy. You know, I think it's very important in life to, as the last name, spread love.
Yeah, it's a name, but it's just an idea. Love's a good thing. I was married, and we lived in Long Island at Syosset. And we came to Omega Institute, which is like a holistic summer camp, mostly for adults in Rhinebeck. And we took some course there, and it was very friendly, and you stayed there, and they had a cafe, and everyone socialized. And as you walked the paths in this summer camp for adults, everyone said hello to each other. And Long Island was more insular, that, you know, you just stayed to yourself. Maybe you went to the health store, but you didn't talk to anybody. Sometime, maybe a little, but you didn't know anybody. You just stayed to yourself. And when I went to Omega, it was all kind of like, wow, you know, let's have tea or coffee or soda and talk about stuff. And I thought that was great. I didn't want to leave, so I stayed there a few weeks. And one day we came to Woodstock, me and my ex-wife, just to check it out. And we saw it was only about 45 minutes away. It was a small town, and it seemed like the people were friendly like that too. So we thought, well, we'll try living in Woodstock. My ex-wife wanted to. I didn't want to. I was like, why do you want to move to Woodstock? It's so far from the city. We like to go out at night in Manhattan. Oh, it'll be a fun experience. So I gave it a try, because they had that song by the time we got to Woodstock by Crosby, Stills and Nash. I thought, okay, I'll come check it out. When I got up here, my name, Love, was good, because it kind of fit in Woodstock. And people were friendly and make friends quickly. It was different in '91 than it is now in Woodstock. Now in Woodstock, you have lots and lots of weekend people, like Airbnb and all, young people coming from Brooklyn and places, and it's not so sociable like it was. They kind of stayed to themselves in expensive restaurants and all. Back then, there was like a Tinker Street Cafe that was like, I don't know, $5 to get in at night. And all the community went there and listened to bands and all. And you made a lot of friends quick, you know, because it was people that lived here all the time, not just come up once a year, coming up here for a weekend once. So it was very friendly and supportive. Right away, when I moved to Woodstock, I opened a gallery in Saugerties. It was about $300 rent, or $350. And I just rented it, and I had the first gallery there. There was no other gallery there. All there was a laundromat, couple thrift shops, antique shops, and one restaurant, maybe the hot dog place. That's about it. And in the basement from my art gallery, I put a recording studio. So I had my hangout there, and people got to see my paintings. I advertised that I'm having an opening, and people saw that I was an artist up here with catchy, colorful paintings. Then I got some restaurant that was right in Woodstock, where it's Oriole 9 now. And Oriole 9, it used to be called a gourmet gallery. And they loved my paintings, so they put my paintings. So right away, I know a lot of people in Woodstock, and they saw my paintings. And then one opened called New World Home Cooking, and they put my paintings. So I got well known for my paintings up here. I decorated that place, New World, for about 15 years. So it was a very busy social spot. So, thousands of people saw my paintings. I did the Bear Cafe. I did the Colony for a few years. Lately, new people came, and they don't know my paintings. I hope they see this and come over here. The old people from back then, a lot of them are downsizing, that they don't want to buy more paintings. And a lot of them have my paintings. Like hundreds of them have my paintings. So they don't need them. But I'm still making even better ones, so I hope they'll see this video and come over. My prices are reasonable because I'd rather people enjoy them than just stack them up. There are some paintings I like a lot for that I might have worked 2 months on, but if I just worked, a few days, it doesn't have to cost that much. People can have my paintings. If they don't love them, bring them back, exchange them. I'm like a person that wants to do good. So if the painting doesn't look good in your house, come get one that makes me do good.